Hey everybody, I'm going to go completely through with this video no matter how many times I screw up because I'm just like the sixth time I've started. So welcome to GAC'S Journey. I am GAC, which is Great Aunt Cindy, and this is my journey. I am the proud aunt of 11 nieces and nephews, not including their husbands or mates. I also have 18 great nieces and nephews, many that I don't see just due to time and distance and space, but they're all, in my heart. So that's why I went with Great Aunt Cindy, I guess. I don't know. It was one of those things when you make a name for something, you're like, ooh, this sounds like a really good idea. And then you're like, later on, you're like, well, maybe it wasn't such a good idea. So the noise you hear in the background would be my mom's dog, Honey, and she's playing with toys. Sounds like she's, killing them, but she just puts them in her mouth and goes, so, okay. And excuse me for a minute, I have to yell at my other dog. Libby. Libby. Lay down, baby. Okay, like I said, I am not stopping this video this time because every time I do, I say something stupid and have to restart it again. So we're just going to roll no matter what stupid shit I say. It's been a while since I've done a video, and that's basically because I have been lazy and I haven't really felt like doing much of videos and stuff. I've been dealing with some depression issues. And then I started reading about it, and actually what I have is I have burnout, caregiver burnout. And I have caregiver burnout because I am a caregiver. I've been a caregiver for 20 years. That's what I do for a living. I take care of individuals with special needs in a residential facility. I am an assistant home manager, which means I do stuff with them, and I do help take care of their staff too. So, busy. I only work 40 hours a week now. I've used to work 70 or so hours a week, but since my parent moved in with me, I have to cut down my hours to 40. So when I'm not working, I spend the majority of my time at home taking care of my elderly mother. She just turned 88 last week. So I am currently slowly looking to moving her into a care facility, just because the amount of work between taking care of people at work and taking people at home, not getting enough sleep, worrying about everything, it's starting to wear on me. Here, here, here. And I've gained about, well, let's just put it this way. At my highest weight, I was 480 pounds. I probably weigh 432 pounds. And I was down to 352. But between emotional eating and not sleeping and everything, I'm just a fucking mess. So, yeah. And of course I have guilt about that because, when you're taking your parent and you're saying, you know what, it's just too much. So I'm slowly trying to get it done. I should be moving faster, but I'm still dragging my feet a little bit because I have guilt, because, I do it for a living. Why can't I do it for my parent? Well, it's different when you're doing it for a living. I love my people that I take care of at work like they're my family, but I either see them 16 hours or I see them 8 hours. But when I don't work, I see my parent for 24 hours. And this parent is suffering from early signs of dementia. So she's not the same parent that I have grown up and love. She is a different person. And a lot of times, not to sound horrible, but she is an evil person. And so you literally just can't say, like, before when my mom was being a bitch, when she had all of her marbles, I would say, look, Mom, quit being a bitch. And she'd be like, am I being a bitch? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, oh, sorry, but you can't do this now, because she doesn't realize, so it's not the same. And I want to go back to being a daughter and not a caregiver. There's something about having your parent look at you like, just because you asked her to do something which is for her own good, but she doesn't want to do it, and she gets pissed at you. I want to be a daughter again. I want to be able to smile and laugh and go out and do things and enjoy her company, and not want her to look at me like she wants to slit my throat. because that's how she looks a lot of the time. So yeah, so that's something. Uh, 2023 has been a stressful start. We did have another bout of COVID. It was a small bout, but you know, we made it through at work. Was that 2023? I think that was 2023. It might have been the end of 2020. Who the fuck knows? It's I got my brother. What time is it? Oh, we're still at the first. In 5 days, it'll be a year since my brother passed away. That's lingering at the back of my mind. I think it's hard for me, because I have two brothers, but he was a brother that I knew I could rely upon. You know what I mean? And I didn't call very often for favors, and he didn't call me very often for favors, but it was there. It was an understanding that we were there for one another. So yeah, that sucks. Um, so that's in the back of my mind too. Um, the other thing I'm dealing with is part of the burnout is a lot of the anxieties and stuff that I suffer from are have increased. Like as you can see, I don't have any nails right now. I had to cut the budget because of I make like $400 less a paycheck than I used to. So I'm bringing home like, you know, when I looked at my pay stub for 2020 two, I brought home my income tax stuff. I brought home $12,000 less than I did the year before. So then, in 2021 I did, better. But that's because I'm home only 40 hours. I'm home. I only work 40 hours. I'm home rest of the time. You know what I mean? So I don't have that extra income, that buffer area. And it's hard. And I worry a lot about money, and I worry about what if I get sick, and because I'm the primary, breadwinner for this house, and what if one of the animals gets sick, I don't have a lot of money, my charge cards are, been charged up the ass. I mean, there's still money on them in case of emergency, but I just want to pay them down. So I set it up some stinking funds, and I set us up a budget of how much we can spend on like gas and pet supplies and groceries and things like that, and still pay the bills. But it's still, it's still a lot of anxiety for me. I'm a workaholic, but I prefer when I can, set my own workaholic schedule, I guess. I mean, I know that sounds funny, but that's kind of how it goes. Yeah, so, well, like I said, along with it's some anxieties, I started chewing on my fingers again, which I haven't done in a long time. And I take the skin off my finger and I make myself bleed and give myself little sores. And I'm not telling you this to gross you out. I'm just telling you that everybody always talks about, anxieties and whatever. I got them too. Everybody's like, you're so strong, dude. I'm not strong. I'm a fucking mess. But I try to hold it together. I also I know there's a real technical name for it, but we're just gonna go with a skin picker. Okay, I mean it's I'm sure the technical term is just as gross, but when I get upset, I pick my skin, and what I do is I'll start with a little spot, and then I'll just continually pick it and pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it. And why am I telling you that? Because it's something that I don't do it in a place where you can see it normally. Like I have one right here on my, I don't know if I can show you some spots on my arms. Right there, see them? But I try to keep them out of where people can see them. But it's become a bad, it's increased with my anxiety, and I need to address it. And so, like, I keep on telling myself, when my hands start going, I just, like, I just kind of stop myself and be like, you just calm the fuck down. Why do you think you need to do that? I currently have about 18 spots on my body where I have open sores that I just pick and then, pick again and pick again. It's not pretty. I'm not proud of it, but it's part of the illness. It's part of the anxiety. It's part of the burnout. It's part of the whole process. emotional eating, picking my skin, chewing my fingers. Those are my big ones. Oh, and then I don't sleep. Like I can sleep. One day I can sleep 8 hours fine, and then other days like today, I had a chance to go to bed early, and I laid down and I watched videos for a while on YouTube, and I'm like, well, fuck, I'm not sleeping, so I got up. So I don't know what time I'll go to bed tonight. Sometimes I sleep an hour, sometimes I sleep 4, and then other days I can sleep 10. I just can't. And I mean, it depends on how much, you know, anxiety I got bottled up. Yes, I do take medications. I take Prozac in the morning and Prozac at night. And I take Wellbutrin in the morning. So I do have medications. So imagine if I didn't have medications. Of course, there I'd be angry more, because that's how I handled a lot of it before. Was I'd be very angry about everything. Um, so yeah, so I'm dealing with that. People are offering to help me. Well, you need me to help you come over and clean the house. You need whatever. And honestly, I just need somebody to just keep on reminding me that finding a place to care for my parent, a good place, doesn't make me a bad daughter. I need somebody to remind me that houses don't have to be sparkling clean, because especially when there's 3 of you here, plus 6 cats, 2 dogs, and a bird, you know. And I need somebody to remind me that it doesn't matter how gray, how fat, how tired you are, beauty is still there. I mean, it's right now I'm rough, but I'm still a beautiful person here, and that's what matters. And I guess, David tries to do that, but I think we just need to remind each other of those things too. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? And I know I got like one little chin hair right there to stick it up. It's really fucking annoying me, but that's all right. I'll take care of it later. So, yeah. So let me think about what else. I don't have any doctor appointments coming up. I do need to make an appointment to see the gynecologist, because I need to have an IUD removed. But I'm not looking forward to that because insurance is crap. So I'll be paying a lot out of pocket, and I just can't bring myself to get more debt. But so I went grocery shopping today. Well, I picked up groceries. I went shopping on Walmart.com, picked up groceries from the Walmart and brought them home. And I went and got the groceries from the pet store and brought them home. And then I went to, where else did I go? I went to CVS, and we had to buy, our monthly medicines that aren't covered by insurance, to the tune of about $120 with coupons. And because I'm not this girl coupons. So, and which is pretty good considering, like the medications, the lisinoprils, the stomach meds that we take. In order for David to have the ones he needs for a month, it's like $58, and then I get a pack of 2 of the smaller packs, so that's another $24. So it's like $80 right there for just stomach meds, not to mention the other medications we need, and vitamins and shit like that. So that was done today. And then I redid my budget. I decided that I was going to limit my grocery money to $150, and then I increased my pet budget from $65 every 2 weeks to $100, because by the time you buy cat food and cat litter, or dog food and cat litter, because we go through a lot of cat litter, obviously 6 cats, and I don't like having nasty in the house. And then we have a bird that we're feeding now, and bird treats. $100 is, I can easily do that. That's not including flea treatments, and I still got to get those too. That's a 6-pack of flea treatments for cats is like $52. Libby, to get her a 6-pack of medications for 6 months is like, I don't know, like $160. a 4-pack for honey is like $35. You know, so I mean, the shit's just not cheap. You know, so but it's got to be done. You know, I mean, we live in an area where fleas are prevalent, fleas and ants. You know, as weather changes, we'll get more fleas outside, and they need to stay outside. You know, so because we ain't having them in the house. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I don't really have a lot to talk about other than that. Of course, it's been 15, almost 15 and a half minutes right now. But I just want to let you know that I'm alive. I'm suffering from some emotional issues. But I'll be all right because I'm talking about them and I'm trying to work through them and we're trying to do the best we can. And here, I want you to say hi to somebody. Come here. Come over and say hi. Come on, up. Come on, up. Come over and say hi. See, look, right here. Say hi. Say hi. Bun Bun. Look up here. Look. Hey. Yeah, Bun Bun. This is Bun Bun. It's Honey. It's my mom's dog. So yeah, she's a good girl. She's a pain in the butt, but she's a good girl too. Yes, she's a very good girl. So we wanted to say hi. Thank you. You gonna get down? Come up and say hi. Come on. Can you see her? Look right here. There she is. Yeah, that's you. Ow, careful. Yeah, just my other baby. Oh, thank you. So I wanted them to say hi to you so you can see my baby girls. So, all right, y'all, take care. Keep in touch. And if you like what you hear, please like it to the... Hey, ladies. If you like what you hear, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to continue this journey with me or not. Fuck, I'm still going to be here. Take care. Bye.